welcome back for a third time.
Yes, we are testing audio things, so
audio go break.
Sometimes audio break. It's okay. I've been an audio technician before, so I know it's just like that sometimes.
Please, you did 2 plays.
That was still enough for me.
Do you want to talk about that?
No.
Your most stressful experience?
Riley, why don't you talk about this album? Because we've talked about it twice now. So you tell me what you think about this album.
I don't know if the second recording stayed, so I'm gonna say what I did for the third time. So the song, the big hit on this album, there were 2. I don't care about the first one. Don't You Want Me, Baby? That song was I listened to it so much, and I ruined it for me because
yes.
You know.
Now, what album are we talking about here?
Oh, sorry. We're talking about the Human League, Dare.
Dare. You know, the Dare program. Do they still have the Dare program here?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Dare is?
No, what is it?
It was drugs are really bad. It stood for something.
Oh, it's a fold open.
Yes, it is. But it doesn't have a lot on there.
It has a couple songs. I've heard of Do or Die.
You have? That's probably because you heard me playing it.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know any of these except Don't You Want Me?
Yeah, well, that one's one of my favorite records that I got while we were on vacation, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
It's a good one. A lot of beeps and bops and boops.
Came out in '84, we said.
That's my guess.
I don't know.
We keep saying that. We're gonna end up being wrong.
Do you want me to look it up?
No, it's not in there.
I meant with the cellular device.
No, you don't have to do that.
Everyone,
anyway,
place your bets in.
Yeah. Yeah, let's.
I'm trying to speed through this a bit so Reese can get to her album.
Anyway, the next album we got is the soundtrack to the movie Lolita, which is one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Super jazzy. And the guy who made the soundtrack for this, his name is Nelson Riddle. He also did the soundtrack to the first Batman movie, the one in the 60s. It sounds very different than this, but it's just very jazzy. It's got a lot of cool themes. So I was just really excited.
I would not recommend the movie though.
Yeah, really weird.
I'll watch that with you.
What is interesting about that, it's one of Stanley Kubrick's first movies.
Stanley Kubrick?
Yes.
He made that?
Yes. I know, he's made a lot of stuff.
Yikes.
But whatever.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm really surprised this album is still floating around though, because I've been looking for this one for years. I always have a back catalog in my mind of records I want to find, and this one's been in my mind for a really long time. But this album came out in 1962.
Dang.
I know we have some albums from that time and later, but that's, considering how I've never ever seen this one before, that's kind of amazing.
I think my oldest is from 64.
Oh yeah, which one is that?
Yours.
Oh, the one I gave you.
Yeah. Hard Day's Night soundtrack.
Hard Days. Oh yeah. Makes sense. Well, that's not true. Meet the Beatles or other Meet the
it's
whatever.
That one. The first one.
That one I think might be from a little sooner. It
Probably
might be
62.
63.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Anyway.
I'd like to say the soundtrack Lolita was played by Reese when I was in 5th grade, which was 3 to 4 years ago. So the fact that you found it and still wanted it is...
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Finally got my microphone to be level with
my very happy
mouth. I'm happy with that.
Anyway, next up on the list of random stuff we found is we found a 12-inch single of Heart of Glass and Rapture, both by the group Blondie. One of my favorite bands. They're doing a tour right now. They're going to be in D.C. in late August.
That's far from... Wait, is she not from America?
No, she was born in Florida. I read her autobiography.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
Debbie Harry?
Yes.
Wow.
They're the most New York people I can think of.
So, but she's from Florida. That's the most opposite of New York.
She was adopted. I read the book.
Okay, I don't care.
Anyway, Rapture is like one of my favorite songs of all time, because it manages to like be like kind of spoken word, but it's a rap song.
It has rap in the name.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of that, but it's also very disco-y, and it's so weird because Blondie's a punk band.
Not really.
Punk pop, I guess you could say.
Punk pop.
Is a thing. But it's that, and they managed to make like this song that's like so good, and it sounds like nothing like anything else they have.
It's like it's a normal song, and then it just like she just starts rapping.
Yeah,
she just
started,
goes.
like, talking. It's so weird. Also, Heart of Glass is on here, but the reason I got the 12 single is I have all the other like issues of Rapture, which is that's a little crazy, but yeah, I have the 45 of Rapture. I have it on the album it came out on, Auto American. I'm gonna have it on its greatest hits album.
Do you have parallel lines?
Yes, I do.
It skips though.
No, parallel lines. That's good.
Good. I'd like to say, while we were in Georgia still, trivia night, there was a Who Sings This Song, and he played Heart of Glass, the A-side to Rapture, and Reese, the look on her face, because I like shot my face over to you. And
wait,
just, like,
Heart of Glass isn't the A-side of Rapture, or at least on here it is.
Yeah.
They put the two together because those are like their two big hits.
Rapture was a hit?
It was like a lesser hit.
Don't.
The Tide is High, which was on the same album, is that one. That one was a much bigger hit, but yeah. Anyway, that's all my Blondie knowledge for you. And I mentioned this on the last recording. Yeah, but Chris Stein, he's in the band. Him and Debbie Harry, these were like the two people who started the band, really. So he's a pretty cool guy. And you might know him from like one of those phone booths, like one of the last phone booths that was in New York. It was taken out recently, and like I guess he shot the video of it that like went the most viral, I think, which I thought was so funny because like I'm scrolling through Twitter and it was like some famous person like tagged Chris Stein in a tweet and was like, Chris Stein from Blondie? Like, are you kidding me? I just thought that was funny. I'm sure he would be humored by my interest in it. Anyway, next up we have David Benoit. I chose this album because there's a song on here which was used in the area loop from The Wonders of Life, which was a pavilion at Epcot, which didn't last nearly as long as the rest, but it was really cute. A lot of Memphis design, very circusy.
Yeah, it is very circusy.
Yeah, well,
like,
that was the theme.
There's like one picture of the inside that you see like everywhere, and it's always like that one.
So pretty.
You know? With The Wonders of Life, it is still there. Or, wait, did they tear it down recently?
No, Epcot news breaking over here. They are... I think I saw that they have it like they're gonna open it back up, and I think it's slated for like 2024.
Wait, is it gonna be like?
They're calling it the Play Pavilion.
I mean, it does.
I don't want to get too political in my Epcot rants, but like that sounds horrible.
It sadly.
I'm kidding. It'll probably be great.
I don't think either Reese and I have been there when it was like.
When it was like a real attraction, no. When it was like a festival center, yes.
Oh yeah, we did for the Flower and Garden.
Yes,
that doesn't count.
I remember
we stole a paint chip from the railing, and we're like,
we didn't steal a paint chip. We just saw that it was chipping away, and it was like, oh, it's the original paint. You can tell because it's like very green.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
So pretty.
But sadly, the pavilion shut down in 2008, which was when I was born.
Yeah, and then after that, they used it as a festival center. But so with all of this in mind, a place, the music that they play in the background, it was very new age. That's what this is. Just one song from this album. I really got to listen to the rest of the album. I think I listened to one other song and was like, oh, it's pretty good.
Which song is it?
It's called Wild Kids.
I don't know it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
You do have the other album that has most of the Wonders of Life.
Yes, I
Deep
have
Breakfast.
Deep Breakfast.
That's
the best
naming.
title of an album ever. Yeah, that one has a few songs, unlike this one that only has one. Really cool though, really cool. If you're me, or some other Epcot
I don't know.
loving
There's
person.
Tiny Geometries on that one.
Yes,
Then I like it.
Is on Deep Breakfast.
That's a great one.
Yeah, so good job, David Benoit.
Speaking of
like
Wonders
this.
of Life, though,
Yes.
shall we talk about the ever-longing search for Buzzy?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Do you want me to do it?
I mean,
I'll let you breathe for a second. Basically, in The Wonders of Life, there was an attraction there called Cranium Command.
yes.
Yeah. And the main character, his name is Buzzy, and he's this little animatronic kid. I'm not going to go into the actual ride, but basically someone stole him. Because it was an abandoned pavilion for a really long time. So people would sneak in, and I'm sure you can find videos of it, like, online. I've watched them. And, like, they steal Buzzy's jacket, and he's still being,
they don't show that in the video.
Right, but they definitely stole it. And the guy who stole it, like, they still can't find him.
I don't know.
hasn't been
It's a weird
returned.
situation. I know people who, like, do this all day long. Like, all they do is debate Buzzy stuff.
Yikes.
And honestly, I'd join them, but I don't have as many resources as they do. So they are way more knowledgeable than me.
So did they ever find him?
No. They did find some of his clothes, though. They were sold to an NBA player. I kid you not. He's wearing a very Buzzy-like jacket. It's very army-like. So that's cool.
Yeah. Got it at a thrift store.
Like everything else that we have.
Yeah,
This
really.
shirt's from a thrift store. These pants aren't. But, you know. Anyway, let's move on before more audio things happen. So for the next album, we've got Kaja Gugu, the weirdest named band I've ever heard. And I picked this one because I chose a couple of their songs from this album on a playlist that I made a little while ago. I called it the Swan and Dolphin playlist, like the hotel at Disney World. If you can't tell, we like old Disney things.
Yeah.
Just the B side of this album, just like I heard this and I was like, this has like Swan and Dolphin vibes. Like it's just very aquatic, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, I get it.
So, yeah, I just I found this album a little while ago on Apple Music, but then I saw it as a record and I was like, oh, yay. So, gotta pick that one up. So I was very, very excited.
Can we talk about the album cover?
Yeah, the album cover is pretty cool. It's got these 4 guys in funny little sweaters and stuff like that.
And their pants, like, form into stripes.
Yeah.
Like
Striped
normal
pants
people.
are great.
I know, you own a pair now.
Do I?
You look like a circus.
Oh, yeah, Grandma and Grandpa gave me.
You look like a circus tent.
Yes.
Not a bad thing.
Anyway, yeah, this is a fun cover. Also, the song that the album is named after, Islands, that's a good one.
I like that the L is randomly capitalized.
Yeah. Fonts are weird. Like
they tried doing cursive, but then they're like, L.
yeah, I love fonts. I'm taking a class for that.
I know,
this next
I'm
semester.
really
so excited.
I'm excited for you, because, like, typography, yeah.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes. I'm going to, like, come home and be like, hey, did you guys know about, like, serif sans or something? Like,
Please.
I'll know more about it when I get there, but, like,
MV Bully, man, you lasted me throughout 2 years of Photoshop class. That is some good stuff.
Oh, yeah, Photoshop class is best.
Shout out to MV Bully, best font out there.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I will soon.
It's really good. I'll show you later.
Anyway, that concludes everything we found while we were on vacation. Well, these are specifically my records. You found your own, but we did that in a separate segment before our audio just like
Corrupted.
Yeah, died. Yes. So the final album I wanted to talk about, could talk about it for days, is Kraftwerk. Probably their biggest album. The Man Machine. Yay. Riley's heard me talk about Kraftwerk for like the past month straight. because I love them so much. They are robots, but they make music.
And they're mannequins.
Yeah, sometimes they're mannequins. I don't know. They don't really explain the difference between a robot and a mannequin.
Could I just say I like that, like, it's the four of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, Florian, they're supposed to be serious, and Florian looks like he's, like, he can't keep it together, and he's, like...
Oh, he's a very silly guy.
He's, like, kind of
like,
laughing because he can't keep a straight face.
Like a lot of things, I just, like, deep dive on Pinterest for, like, pictures of stuff. Yeah. He's a very silly guy. But yeah, so we got Carl, we got Ralph, we got Florian, then we got Wolfgang.
Which one's your
very
favorite,
German.
Reese? Which one's your favorite, Reese?
Ralph! Yay! I don't want to have to rant about Ralph again. You don't.
I already heard that.
Anyway, I saw them in concert about a month ago now, and I am not over it. So good. Loved it so much. Went to a couple concerts this summer, but that was the only one that I didn't bring earplugs to because I was like, it was very loud. I probably should have brought them, but like I was ready to be in the moment, and I totally was.
Can't believe you didn't drag Chris with you.
Well, he couldn't go. But yeah. Anyway, this album is like one of the best. I saw a rating recently. Someone gave this album the same rating as Daft Punk's Discovery, which you have on vinyl. It's a reprint though, which kills me.
Well, it's not a reprint. It's just like...
Well, it was released in 2001. So
and it's from 2001.
I don't think it is. Anyway, so on the back of this album we have the songs titled The Robots, Space Lab, Mentropolis, The Model, Neon Lights, and the title track, The Man Machine.
That should be enough to give you what this band is.
Yes.
It's Beep Boop.
Amazing.
I like one of their albums. Two.
Yes. I know you and I really love Electric Cafe, as it was originally titled.
Who knows what it is now? The Telephone Call?
I always forget. No, it's not that one. It's the third track on it. It comes after Music Nonstop. Oh, Technopop. That's it.
That sounds like a crappy Pet Shop Boy album. Like, super.
That's mean. But okay. Anyway, yeah, Riley and I
don't forget
love
about
that
Computer
one.
World.
Well, yeah, that's a different album.
I
That
know.
one's good too.
Computer World.
You know, it's funny how much you seem to not like Kraftwerk, and yet you talk to me about things that you like about them.
Let's get one thing straight. I think some of their music is cool. You think the people are cool.
No, I'm both.
Well, I know that, but I can't look at their faces too long.
Well, because just
Florian.
people in the past look different, you know?
Really?
Yeah, just like in terms of like just face structure, sometimes people just look so different, and I just think that's really interesting. But three of them are still alive, so it's not like it was that long ago.
Wait, I thought two of them were still...
No, it's three of them are still alive. Only Florian is gone now. That's
Wait,
that's this guy right here for people who are actually caring about what I'm talking about.
But isn't like... Wasn't only one of them at the concert?
Yes.
Or the other two, like two?
They just left the band.
So who are the other three guys?
Who's left? Okay.
Is Carl left?
Yes. So let's just talk about them in order since Riley cares so much about
Oh,
it.
I just care so
So
much.
Carl just released the English version of his book this past week. Super excited. I know we're going to the mall this weekend. I just want to go so I can go to Barnes & Noble, like go find it and then be like, hey, look, and then leave. Because I can find it cheaper.
You're not going to buy it?
No, because I'm more interested in Wolfgang's book. Because
the one where he rants about how like they were mean to him.
Because my best friend Chris, he's gonna get the Carl one, and then I'm gonna get the Wolfgang one, and then we're gonna switch.
Oh, your little bestie boy, Chris.
Yeah.
Your little best friend, Chris.
So we got Carl released his new book. He actually released a couple solo albums. I found this out last night. They're good. But some of the songs sound just like certain Kraftwerk songs.
That's because most solo artists after their band got
I know.
popular.
Well, he didn't. I don't know how much say he had in this. In the
See, that's
band.
why just to circle thing back to my interest. That's why George had the best solo album, because John and Paul were just marketing off of what they had already. Ringo,
Yeah, George had to fight for it, and he lost the battle.
yeah, and then he quit.
Are we done ranting about people now?
No.
Anyway, next up we got Ralph. He's the only remaining member of Kraftwerk. He's the one that I saw live. I'm gonna name a cat after him. Yada yada yada. All that. He's really great, except when he's mean. Because,
Most of the time.
well, they're very dedicated to their work.
His head's a square, man. I can't.
Oh yeah, I saw something on Tumblr and it said that his head could fit in a protractor, and like, I just think about that all the time. So yeah, yay Ralph. He likes bikes. He was in a bike accident.
Oh, please talk about the bike accident.
That's what I have to.
Yes.
He likes bikes. He was in a bike accident and he was in a coma for a while. And the first thing he said when he woke up was, "Where's my bicycle?" That's just funny. Anyway, next up we got Florian. He's the only one who passed away 2 years ago now. I probably like saw the headlines and I was like, whatever. Like I just didn't know who they were then. Like most things, like it's amazing how fast I can like latch onto a new thing and be like, yes.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen you go through like 3 phases in a week.
No. Not really. I mean, I'm still interested in Blondie, so that's been a few years. And then, anyway, finally we got Wolfgang, who, like I said, he's got his own book. It was released in 2000, which is weird because that was like 3 years before I was born. But then again, they released music like 30 years before I was born, so it evens out. Pretty cool.
You see my stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're talking like 60 years.
Yeah. Anyway, love
so
them. They are great because they're robots.
I
And
tolerate them.
you tolerate them. And I don't even love them just because they're robots. I love them because their music is like the best. Like, I listen to their one album, Electric Cafe, like at least once a day because like. Oh, someone's in the other room. Yay. Anyway, yeah, I love Electric Cafe because like something about it just like fits the rhythm of my brain and I could just like listen to it forever. It's very silly.
That's Miss Reed.
Oh yeah, Miss Reed.
I recognize her voice.
Oh no, I don't have time.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh yeah.
The kids have teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys having a good summer?
My dad tests out the audio for the podcast room.
Kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was nice.
We just came back from vacation, so yeah. We visited our family up in Georgia, so yeah.
I'll see y'all later. Okay?
Yeah. Bye bye.
Good school year.
Thank you. We're still live. I don't know if we're still. Oh, we're still live. Okay. I mean, I think that's all we have to say, really.
Oh, can we talk about the park?
The park.
The Honey, I Shrunk the whatever.
Okay, yeah. Talk about it. It
So there's
interests
this
me.
park, right? And it's a battery slide. Thank you. One time when I was probably like 4, maybe 5, Reese was like, she's 4 years older than me. Whatever, do the math. So we go to this park, and I thought it was a battery slide. Apparently, it's a camera thing. So the whole gimmick is like you are shrunken and everything around you is huge. Like there's giant grass blades.
Can I add some background to this before you get going?
Sure.
Because I just want to make sure people know what we're talking about. So recently, our friends at the Retro Disney World podcast, they released a podcast episode about a playground that was at MGM Studios. It was there for almost as long as the park has been around, and it was demolished maybe about 5 years ago. So Riley and I remember this park very fondly.
Because
We have pictures of it. We have video of it. And just this podcast episode just really made me remember everything. So we talk about it all the time now. And yeah, that's all the background information. Now go ahead.
Man, I'm bad at telling stories. So the whole gimmick is that you're shrunken, shrunken. Everything around you's huge. There's giant grass blades, and there's this giant camera thing, I guess. What is it, Reese?
You mean a film strip?
Is that what it is?
The battery?
It looks like a battery if you look at pictures.
It's a film canister.
So it's like a film canister or whatever. And they made it into like a slide. So me being like 4, Reese being like 7, we go to the top of this thing. We're like, okay, I'll meet you at the bottom.
No, that's a different thing. You're thinking of the tree root slide.
I don't think I am.
I think you are.
But there were 2 slides. So it was like a V shape. So I went down one and Reese went down the other, and then I lost her immediately.
Well, no, it wasn't that, because you're thinking of the tree root slide thing. I think you are, because there's like more than one slide there. The battery slide is just one, but the tree root was like multiple, because it would like take you to different sections. So like you went down one and I went down the other, and was like, what the heck just happened to Riley?
Yeah.
Because I think you just like crawled back in, like instantly.
What?
Like you went onto the slide, and I think you just crawled back in. And so I was like running around in these little like tube things, like, oh my god, where's my sister? I was like
7, I think.
I was gonna say 5, but like you wouldn't have been able to walk
I was like 4.
Yeah. Well then I would have been like 10.
I just remember Dad being like, okay, don't lose each other.
Don't lose each other.
Ugh.
And then you were gone.
It's very on brand of us.
Yes. We're really rambling on this podcast episode. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Do we have other dumb stories? Of like one time I saw a watermelon in the clothes section of Target.
Okay. Any thoughts on that?
It was funny. I don't know. I think about that a lot. Okay. Do you have any stories, Reese? Because
No.
whatever, we got time, right? Ooh.
Yes, I mean we do, but yeah, shows are supposed to have like a premise.
Nah.
So the records was the premise, and now you're talking about like playgrounds. Anyway, yeah, I guess we should wrap it up from there. That was Magical Mystery Tour. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and hold it.
This is my favorite album. I didn't get it when we were on vacation. I've had this for a while. I got it in a record store in like the middle of nowhere, which is where all the good ones are.
Yeah, I was in the Lakeland Antique Mall. It's a cool place to go.
I don't know what that is. It's always bothered me that like you can see the corner here and the corner there, and they're different sizes.
Yeah.
They didn't center it right, but
I don't know.
this is just in case the audio got cut off.
Yeah,
Basically.
well, Photoshop didn't exist then, so you gotta give them a break.
I know. The inside of this is like, it's like photos of them, and there's pages that you can see here. A couple of them are ripped out. I think there's supposed to be more. You can see where it like tore it.
Where it was torn.
Yeah. It says that there's I can't read this right. Includes 24-page full color picture book. They lied to me.
Well, yeah, someone ripped all of it out.
It didn't come with the picture book. Probably because this was like 57 years ago.
Dang.
Uh-huh. Well, what?
When you put it like that, that's actually a really long time for something to...
Yeah.
Like a piece of cardboard to exist. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, right? Well, hold on. It came out in 67, so...
You don't have to do the math.
I'm going to. I have a calculator right here.
Anyway, I think we're going to be wrapping it up here on the Reese and Riley annual audio test for the summer. Yeah. So, what did you come up with?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, any final thoughts for all of our middle school viewers and their parents and such?
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun here, I think. There's 3 cameras surrounding me, and I don't know which one to look at, but...
yeah, well, let's both look at this one over here.
All right.
That's both of us. Yeah, I mean, we hope you have a great 3 years here. I mean, there's lots of stuff for you to do. If you're interested in doing the news or doing podcasts like we're doing.
Yeah, or the law class even. That's kind of what we're known for here.
Yeah, law class is like you got a lot of options.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to have a lot of fun. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my name is Reese Miles, and thank you for tuning in today from the South Seminole Lounge.
Yep. And my name's Riley Miles, and we're going to have to tune out. So.
Yeah. Well, all right. I guess we'll see you next year when we talk about other random things again.
Mhm.
So we'll see ya.